From Studio A at 1 Biloxi Square in Fort Worth, Texas.
By God.
Welcome into the Grandpa and Pappy Show as we kick off this Friday together and usher in the weekend.
On this chilly Friday morning.
It is a very chilly morning, and it's December, so it should be getting very cold outside.
All the dew on our lilies are frosted today.
Yeah, the dew on my lily was a little frosty this morning. But other than that, it's all okay, you know. So
I'm starting to get ready to bitch about hot weather again.
Hey, we welcome you into the program today. We've been looking forward to seeing you guys again, and it's always a pleasure for Pappy and I to get together with you.
Yeah.
And talk about your opinions on the question of the day and talk about some of the latest news happenings that's going on. In case you haven't seen the news this morning, and most of the Main Street media will not be covering it, but there was a videotape that was released in Georgia which showed at the election headquarters in this one county. They announced that there was a water leak and they were going to stop the counting for the night and send everybody home except for a few. And the camera picked them up going underneath tables and bringing out suitcase after suitcase full of ballots that were counted without observers or Republicans in the building. So
say it isn't so.
Yeah. So, you know, we hear every once in a while from some of you guys that there's no evidence.
Yeah.
Oh boy, it's just packing up more and more every day. So it's going to be interesting in this election.
Future Fox correspondents
is still kind of up in the air as far as the legality of it, and we'll see where it goes from here. But every day there's something different, Pappy.
Poopy's fixing to start rolling downhill, bro.
I think you're absolutely correct, and it's about time.
Old Motormouth is being way too quiet up there on Capitol Hill.
Yeah.
Something fixing to happen.
Something fixing to happen. It sure is. I agree with that. But it's a great day. We appreciate you being here.
Yeah, welcome aboard.
Hope you are feeling well.
Yeah.
And doing good. Still, the COVID is still running rampant.
You Turkey Day travelers, I hope everybody's well and fit in your world. Yeah.
Yep. And then for those of you that got together on Thanksgiving a week ago, if you're not sick now, I doubt if you're going to get sick. So that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
Well, we as a kind of a lighthearted move on my part, I happened to post on our Facebook group page this question. Just, do you watch the Hallmark Christmas movies?
No, I don't.
Well, yes, we do.
Well, you do.
Me and Special K, we do.
Don't.
But they are all the same. I mean, it's just different people in them. But some of them do make you feel pretty good.
Well, yeah.
And I love to watch the Christmas lights and get ideas on how to decorate my house, you know. So, yeah. And speaking of which, we continue to get in your pictures of your Christmas decorations.
Got a lot
Please
of them.
do. We have asked Brian Emerton and Marshall Williams to put us together a music montage so that we can fix or feature all of these pictures that you're sending in. So that'll be one of our Christmas programs.
Yeah.
And we appreciate everybody sending them in, and just continue to send them. We'll look at all of them.
They rock.
They do rock. Well, let's take a look at some of the comments that you sent in to us today.
Let us do so.
On the question, do you watch Hallmark music or Christmas movies?
Once again, no.
Yeah, well.
Okay.
Mary Gilbert said, yes, she does. When I've had my fill of what's going on in the world today, I watch one of those Christmas movies to cheer me up and make me wish that life today was as simple and good as the themes from those movies.
Yeah.
Plus, all the Christmas lights make me feel good
Makes you
inside.
feel all glittery and stuff. Alice Harvey said, yes, she does too. There's nothing else fit to watch. I disagree.
Darlita Macaulay Holland says she does not watch them. They all end up the same way. And that's a fact.
Here's one from my darling little daughter-in-law, Cassie Terry, seemed to agree by saying nope, because they're all the same. You watch one, you've watched them all. I like the way you think, Cass.
Ain't it so?
Yeah.
Malia Palmore Jones said, yes, I love them. Charlie George agreed, saying they are my escape. Well, except for the new one promoting a sick lifestyle. Christina Hoffman agreed with Charlie George, saying no, since they have decided to show the alternative lifestyle.
Well, I mean, the alternative lifestyle is very real, you know. I mean,
Yeah.
you know,
To each its own, but don't push it down my throat.
MYOB, I guess. Marcia Harris said, God, yes, I'm addicted to them. Even though they all have basically the same theme for each movie, I get a feel-good feeling by watching them. It reminds me of growing up when things were much simpler and people knew and cared for one another.
By George.
By God, that'd be the only reason I watched them, Marcia.
Well, I tell you, it does give you some great memories of growing up if you're our age, especially.
Pass the tissues, please.
Yeah, when things
That's why I
were
don't watch
much simpler, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And people did care for each other, and people would say Merry Christmas to you on the street, and, you know, it was no big deal.
Well, they'd flip you off with a smile on their face, you know. I mean, pass the tissues, please.
You ain't right sometimes.
I ain't right anytime. If you don't believe me, I'll give you a phone number of somebody that'll damn sure
That'll verify
agree with
that.
it.
Yeah. Ginger Lynch says she watches all of them. I like happy endings. Terry Mathis agreed, saying she loves a good love story, and the fact they're set at Christmas time just makes it even better.
Yeah.
There's no hate or politics being spewed forth on me.
But you know they're there.
You crazy.
Billy Bryan said, why? Every one of them are the same. Sadly, I know from experience that Renee Cremian watches the godforsaken channel. Renee Cremian came back and told Billy to bite me. And yes, she does. Incidentally, they are married. I've never heard her admit to it, but...
Yeah, Billy. I swear you
Billy.
stir that pot more than Pappy does.
He does. And he's not even in Facebook jail for it.
Yeah, that's true.
Dog.
Lisa Seeley said, I watch every single one of them because I'm a sappy person.
Oh, sappy Lisa.
Ron Amos said, yeah, I admit I watch them too. Even though they're all basically the same, it does promote love, understanding, and happiness. We all need a little of that these days, right?
All we need is love.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and I watch them for the sole purpose. I can't watch them unless I'm laying on the couch with a lap blankie and my pillow.
Yeah.
Because it's nap time.
And
Kind of like watching a golf game.
a shot of tequila.
Yeah. Kind of like, well, that's after the shot. Kind of like watching a game of golf on TV.
Yeah.
Brent Hardy gave a lighthearted answer by saying, yes, it's the only way I can see my wife during the holidays.
Brent, I'd be careful.
Yeah, walk softly on his hard man,
Yes,
big boy.
sir. Darla Walker said, rarely do I watch them. Maybe 3 in a season, only because they are family friendly.
Yeah.
Oh, and if I'm not bored.
Well, if I am bored, yeah. And if you're not, you will be shortly.
Yeah, that's
About
true.
10 minutes into it.
That's a way to look at it, Darla.
Pat Neely said, yes, we watch them all the time. We watch when we're putting up our tree, decorating the house, or just want to feel good about the time of year. With all we've been through this year, spreading a little happiness and joy certainly doesn't hurt. We love them. So
That's a good way to look at it, Pat.
Good reason to watch
and
that stuff, I guess.
good reasoning behind it, too, yeah. I like that. Paula Hicks Butler said, yeah, she watches them. I love them all.
Yeah.
It's a hell of a lot better than watching the news. Sabrina Monk Draving said, yep, they make me happy.
Well, the only difference between that and the news is, like I was telling you this morning, if I'd have had a brick sitting in my easy chair, that TV would have been mincemeat.
It would have been going in the garbage, yeah.
The divine one hides the bricks when she watches the news. Lindsay Rogers Hardy said, I do. I just love the positive storylines, even if all the plots are the same. You know what you're going to get with no surprises. Twyla Richards agreed by saying, yes, they are nice, and they're all the same.
They are all the same.
Yep.
Jodelle Wilder gave us an emphatic hell no. And Deandra Tedford Smith agreed by saying no, as did Robert Wyman and Nelda Pound Slater. Or Slater, I should say.
Slater, yeah. Michelle Barker said, I admit that the first thing I do when I get home is turn on Hallmark. The other channel's news shows are concentrating on the coronavirus, and I want away from all that crap.
Yeah.
It's bad enough we have to hear it all over the news, but not on TV shows. So Hallmark is where I'll get my happy fix. You know?
Happy fix.
I like happy fix. That's why I go to the field office. But, you know,
Get
a
your
lot.
happy fix
Get
on.
my happy fix on. Jose and I, we stay happy when we're at the field
you
office.
two are buddies.
Yeah, but have you noticed that even in a lot of the new shows, the series type shows, or even in sitcoms, they're introducing the cornholio virus in every one of them. You know, I mean, I'm done with it. I'm sick of that mess.
Yeah, I am too. I saw this morning where President-elect Biden, and I still have a hard time saying that because it's not official yet. But anyway, he is asking everyone to do 100 straight days of wearing your masks.
Well, how about you spend the next 100 days kissing my what rhymes with mask?
Yeah, well, there you
That
go.
ain't happening in my house.
Now, you got to be careful now. Secret Service will be all over your
That's
butt.
right. I don't want to get kicked off YouTube either.
Jessica Hodnett agreed, saying, yes, I watch it constantly.
Yeah.
I come straight home from work and turn on the Hallmark Channel because I love the happy endings.
I do too, but not on Hallmark. Jennifer Ray said no. It's the same storyline in every single one of them. Charles Williams agreed by saying, no, I don't watch because no one is that happy and smiling in every scene. Get real. Now, by God,
That's never
Charles,
thought of that.
very
pretty
profound, my man.
That's pretty good,
I
man.
wished I'd have thought of that.
Yeah, no kidding.
Well said.
Charles, I love it. Nobody's that happy in every scene.
Get real, everybody.
That's good. James Graham said, yes, I do. It takes my mind off what's going on in the real world, and they're usually better than the crap on cable. Well, he's got a point there.
I like this from our buddy Lana up in Lubbock. Lana Lackey said, yes, once a year to see how imperfect I am. You got to laugh. Everybody needs a little chagrin every once in a
Isn't
while.
that true? Isn't that true, though? Shirley Mills said, not anymore, but I used to. I used to watch It's a Wonderful Life, but I haven't in years. I don't like the new version they came out with. I didn't know they had a new version of It's a Wonderful Life.
Hell, I didn't even know it's still
Unless
on.
it's maybe the colorized version.
Yeah.
You know.
Well,
I don't know.
Shirley would know.
Yeah.
I dare you to challenge that. You got one little redhead up your backside.
There you go.
James Mills said, I would have to say yes. Normally I don't watch stuff like that, but around Christmas, that's all the wife and kids want to watch.
Yeah.
I admit some of them will pull at your heartstrings, and I'd rather have kids watch those movies than all the other crap on the other channels.
Got a good point.
You do.
That's a good point, James.
What about if your kids are grown and gone? Then you go, no, I don't watch that crap.
He has no other choice.
He's trapped.
And don't you just hate that when it happens?
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you.
You remember the days well, don't you?
I do.
Yeah.
Let me pause just a minute,
Okay.
because the other day we had a show on should President Trump concede the election. A question that was asked by one of you out there, one of our viewers, and we had a good program on it. But it has still continued to go, and there was a couple of folks really getting into it and really, shall we say, not being professional and adhering to the rules of our program.
Podcast page.
And
Facebook.
I warned them to be nice to each other, that everybody's opinions are very important, and we read them here.
Yeah.
But don't get personal with them like that.
Yeah.
and they continue to do it, so I removed them from the page.
Yeah.
I didn't block you. I just removed your opinions, because here on the Grandpa and Pappy Show, and we've told you so many times, this is our 105th program.
Yeah.
We've told you just about every other time that all of your opinions count, good or bad, whether we agree or not. We're going to read them because it's your opinion.
We respect your right of opinion.
But we want you to do it in a civilized manner, and I just wanted to let you know, in case you're out there looking for more of the same from you two people, that it has been removed, and I will continue to remove any opinions that get personal with any of our viewers on their opinions.
And I'd like to add a little side note to that. I mean, if I was allowed, I'd have probably blocked both of you off the page, because one of you've been warned a couple of times.
Yeah.
And read the admin rules, play fair, respect one another's opinion. You don't have to agree, but you can disagree without being disrespectful. And that's all I got to say about that.
That's all I got to say about that, yeah.
So in about 5 more days, if it happens, you will be blocked. Simple.
Well, let's get back to the opinions. Kim Avery said, "Oh, yes, all the time. I don't do drama." Jamie Ward from Mississippi said, "I do at Christmas. They're happy. I normally don't watch sappy pictures except at Christmas.
Yeah.
But I also think Die Hard is a Christmas must-watch." And Jamie, you're not alone on that one, actually.
That's
I'm
a
telling
fact.
you. A lot of people think the same thing. When you think they did a poll, as a matter of fact, about 5 years ago, if I'm remembering correctly. What is your favorite Christmas movies? And, White Christmas was there. It's a Wonderful Life was there. And Die Hard was right there. It's a Christmas movie.
What was the one that Tim Allen played in?
Something about Santa Claus.
I like that one.
That was pretty good. Yeah.
I like what Ronnie had to say. This kind of reminds me of myself. Ronnie Thomas said, "Yes, but I have no choice. My wife has those things on all the time, so I either drink or watch them. Most of the times I drink, and even if I watch one, I don't remember it. So when it comes on again, I think it's a new one." I like that. Yeah. That's putting it out
Ronnie,
there about as honest as he knows how to be.
Boy, that is it. That is. You sure you didn't write that?
You'll have to come over and watch TV with us sometimes, Ronnie. We have a lot in common.
That's just terrible, man. I love it.
Funny.
That is
Too
good.
funny.
You guys rock. I'm telling you, sometimes you just send in some things that just crack us up. I mean, it's really good.
Oh, man.
Well, let's see here. J.C. Lewis said, "Hell no. I guess you could call me Scrooge, but watching those movies are not watching the real world."
That's a fact.
Yeah, but don't you like to get away from the real world?
The real world as we know it today.
Every once in a while? Mm-hmm.
I might have to resort to watching this stuff, I guess. Chris Black agreed with JC, saying, "No, he doesn't. I don't like fantasy shows." My God.
Fantasy Island, yeah.
Fantasy.
Yeah.
The plane.
Well, one nice thing about the Hallmark Channel that I really like is they have done several movies which deals with the military.
Yeah.
And it's in a very good light.
One of that I can respect, yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of nice things that were done for the military, and I think we all could take a message or a hint or two about how we need to treat our military personnel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Barbara Whiteside Conley said, "Yes, there's a happy endings. Everyone stays fully clothed. No bad language. Kids aren't smart-mouthed brats. Older people are respected. Cops are respected." And I like this one. And everyone has a real job. Babs, there you go.
There you go, Barbara.
Making too much sense again. Here we are.
And Tina Hargrove Meeker says, "Yes, I do." And Tammy Quick Kroll said, "Yes, because they are cute."
They are cute.
Oh, that's my reason for maybe not watching them.
Sue Gunner said, I watched 3 in a row last Sunday, and the plots were very similar. I might watch a few more for lack of anything else to watch.
Well, Sue's my cousin. She lives up there in Hobbs, New Mexico.
New Mexico.
That's probably about all they get on their 4 channels up there, I guess. Yeah, come see us there, cuz.
There are 4 channels. Yeah.
Maybe. And last but not least, Bobby Bailey says, my wife does. Every time I pass by the TV, I tell her how it'll end. And it always does, as I said. It doesn't matter when I pass by. They always end the way I tell her. So.
Let me ask you, Special K. Let me ask you, why do we sit around and watch those dadgum movies all the time?
Well, for us, is to get away from the news and something else, and for the positiveness, like most people say. And yes, they are just alike. I like at the end how they always get ready to kiss. And then somebody interrupts them, and then they can't. And
Either
then they
a telephone or a kid.
telephone, or somebody walks in.
Yeah.
You know, and then you have to wait the whole show
For them to actually kiss.
kiss.
And then you get the credits.
Yeah.
Closing credits.
But they always have a happy ending. The plot is always the same.
Yeah.
But
So why do you watch it? It's always the same.
I told you I've been watching them to get away from the news.
You
And
like that warm
I
and fuzzy
like
feeling, don't
NCIS rerun person and a Criminal Minds, and I'm kind of tired of all that.
Yeah.
So there's just nothing on TV.
I'm going to send the divine one out. Maybe she can learn your attitude about NCIS.
Well, I watch NCIS, all of them.
Jesus Christ, she's watched all of them 100 times.
I know.
Could give you the dialogue.
I'll look at her and I can see her lips moving with
she can do the script.
That's funny.
What the hell, honey?
Have you started your Christmas shopping yet, Pappy?
Well, yeah, I do a lot of stuff online, so.
Well, I think a lot of people are going to do their shopping online.
I'm an Amazon kind of guy.
Yeah.
And a Wish.com. I
are
started
we,
Christmas shopping 6 months ago, so it'd come in on time.
Yeah. Well, there
Slow
you go.
boat from China, bro.
Slow boat from China.
It is. I pretty much got everything lined up for the immediate family, and that's about as far as it goes. So.
Yeah.
But I do have a little something for you kids.
Yeah.
Of course, you'll be envious of what Dolly gets after you see what I got.
Yeah, our little mascot that we all dearly love, our standard poodle named Dolly, is our mascot, and she just celebrated her 7th birthday.
Yeah. She's coming in too, boy. She's looking good. What is it? 35 years old.
35 years old. Yeah.
My God, my girl.
Let's take a look at some of the viewer comments that we have gotten in.
All righty.
Sissy McCoy commented on our show, should President Trump concede? She said yes. There is no proof there was cheating on the votes. Quit while you can, or they'll force you out after January 20th. Y'all quit whining. Now, Sissy, that is your opinion, and we respect it. However, there is more and more evidence every single day that's coming to light, and I think Pappy put it best a while ago when he said it's fixing to roll downhill.
Big old ball of poop.
I think you're going to see some, and now the Georgia governor, who was not too much on the recounts or investigating the fraud in Georgia, after he saw that tape that we mentioned in the beginning of the program, he is now calling on the Secretary of State to investigate. So that's a good thing.
You know, and that video that I sent you yesterday, we ought to put that on the watch group on our show page. Really pissing people off.
It'll be taken off.
By God.
So Facebook is watching Grandpa and Pappy's webpage very closely.
That's probably because of Special K.
Is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's who I'm blaming it on.
We need to talk to her about
Yeah,
that.
we do. Paul Riesel watched our show on COVID and Thanksgiving. He said, hell no, it didn't affect us. We just decided to go ahead and get together and hope all is well. The only thing that affected my Thanksgiving was having to loosen my belt 2 notches.
2 notches. I love it. Yeah, a lot of us were guilty of that, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Butch Sparks, we haven't seen a comment from you, Butch, in quite a while. Welcome back.
We must be hanging out with Big Al.
Yeah. Butch Sparks commented on whether America can survive this mess. He said yes. If we get out of our old way of thinking, be open to new and better ideas, but don't let the elite get them first and try to control you again.
Yeah, but there again, Butch, that's exactly what the problem. That's what's stirring the stink pot up. All these new ideas, one world order, a new regime, socialistic regime, and and I'm not intimidated by that because I don't think I'll live long enough to experience any of that
Well, I'm
kind of
all
crap,
about new ideas. It's just if they're not sensible, forget it.
Well, I mean, that's not what made this country so great.
That's a fact.
Socialism and one world order and new world order, whatever the hell it's called, What I worry about is our grandkids.
Yeah,
our
absolutely.
Our childrens and grandchildrens.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Lacey K. Green also commented on that same show by saying we have to get off our butts, open our mouths, and say we will have none of that.
There you go.
I like the way you think, Lacey.
That coming from the silent majority that we talked about the other day, Pappy.
Yeah.
And finally, Ensign318 said on Twitter that he just watched our show on loss of respect, and he agrees. He said, I see it every day. More people than not being disrespectful or throwing temper tantrums.
Yep.
It's a damn shame that we have come to this. And
it's
he is
brother.
true.
I want Ensign318. I wonder if he's got an AKA called the Drunken Sailor.
I don't know. That's a very good question.
Might be his little brother or something. Or his little brother, anyway. Yeah.
Well, anyway, we really appreciate the fact that you've sent in all of your opinions. And
every show, we appreciate it.
The viewer comments are good. We are hearing from some new people now, which we appreciate.
Oh, Lord.
I know you're visiting our page because of your comments that you make on the questions. Go to our website and sign up and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Would you do that for us? We'd appreciate it.
Please,
and if you have an idea or a comment, there's always easy ways to do it.
Yep.
You can go to our Gmail account, everyone, which is grandpa and pappy at gmail.com.
Good.
Or
you can hit us up directly on our show website page.
That's correct.
Which can be found at www.grandpaandpappy.com. That's grandpa and the letter N, pappy.com.
That's correct.
Where you'll see the big red button. Just push that little thingy-majiggy and
give them a password and subscribe.
Bam.
That easy.
You're there. I mean, there's a multitude of things and directions you can go by pushing a button. Once you're on that page, you can go to our Facebook group page just by hitting the Facebook button. Or what else? Instagram and Twitter. You leave comments, thumbs up for me, thumbs down for him, or flip us both the finger, whatever you want to do. Comment, complaints, opinions, whatever. Give us a show topic. We're two parts that just love talking about stuff that y'all come up with.
We sure do.
Yeah.
Or you can go, as you can see behind Pappy and I, the Grandpa and Pappy Facebook group.
Yep.
And there you will see a lot of these opinions that we read before they are transcribed and put on the air.
Before Mr. Goodhart has the opportunity to edit them. That's
and
the ones I like reading.
If you have a good suggestion for a show, go on there and ask the question. And
Absolutely.
I will make sure it gets on and our people have a chance to comment on it.
And what we base that on is participation from other people's opinions and comments. So
that is correct.
If you've got a good anything you want to talk about, throw it at us. Who knows? Who knows?
It may just make it on the air.
That's right. I might even send you a T-shirt because you were so good.
There you go. There you
Take
go.
the challenge.
Speaking of T-shirts,
We have them.
we have them. We have a few left, just like you see Julie there down in Houston.
There you go.
And
Jules.
of
Hi,
course,
Jules.
Robbie O and his lovely wife, and Brent and Lindsay Hardy, and Lisa Seeley backed into that one.
She's backing up. I don't hear the beeper.
Speaking of Lisa gets to feeling a lot better.
Yeah.
We're praying for you.
We are.
But it's been a lot of fun.
By the way, Dave and his lovely wife Tina from the field office, he swore up and down yesterday he's going to send us pictures of them wearing our shirts. So
well,
I'm going to have to fuss at him today.
Well, there you go.
Give me a reason to go buy them.
There you go. Well, we hope you enjoyed the program today as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you.
Yeah.
And we hope you have a terrific weekend. Please be safe out there, everybody.
Remember,
and
beer will never break your heart.
That is correct. And as we end every show, we always tell you to hug your children and let them know you love them.
Let them know they're well loved right here at Grandpa and Pappy Show, too, by God.
Absolutely. So be careful this weekend. Take care of one another.
Yeah,
God bless America, and God bless you guys out there. We appreciate you.
Have an awesome weekend, everybody.
Till Monday, take care. Bye-bye.
Later.